Welcome back. Next week, week 13, the Browns go to Miami this week. Um, not sure who's going to be the starter yet. Right, I guess right now it has to be Jake Delhomme. Are there any updates on Colt McCoy? Injury? Have we heard anything new?
No update. I mean, we won't know anyway until, the way Mangini rolls. You're not going to know until the day of the game anyway.
Okay.
So.
And then same with Josh Cribbs. He came back from the dislocated toes.
Yeah, every single toe was broken except for the big toe.
And then he tried to play. He tried to play. He played the first half, and then he come back in the second half.
You could tell he wasn't the same. So I don't know if that had to come back for another few weeks, really, 100%.
All right. Well, what are the keys for the Browns to get victory in this game?
Run, run, run.
Dolphins have a pretty solid run game. I mean, run defense. Are you going to do that on the Dolphins?
No, well, yeah, they won't. They might not be as successful. And plus, they need to keep the turnovers down. They can't turn the ball over like they did against Carolina.
The Delhomme starting, you can expect 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's why I don't see them winning this game.
Well, one good thing is Dolphins don't play that well at home. They're 1-4 at home this year. They'll play better on the road, so that might be a factor. And then they may have LeBron and Z rooting for them in the stands.
Maybe.
You're right. All right, next game. This may be the game of the week. It's hard to say. There's a lot of good games this week. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. The Ravens won the first battle, 17-14. What are the keys for the Steelers to get a victory in this one?
Just put pressure on the quarterback. Put pressure on Joe Flacco.
Actually, I think they need to continue Ray Rice. And force Flacco to make some plays. Cause I'm not sold on him being like the man. You know what I'm saying? He's good. He's decent, but I don't think he's at that level yet.
You're talking about Flacco?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And they need a healthy, Ben Roethlisberger. He definitely has to play this game for the Steelers to have a chance to win.
I picked the Ravens. I got the Ravens by. Where is it? I picked the Ravens by 3. Who you guys got?
I'll take the Ravens by 7.
I hope they both lose. I don't got any of them.
We've got to pick the Browns. I picked the Dolphins. I had the Dolphins by 3.
I like the Dolphins by 10. I think this won't be that close of a game.
Yeah, I don't know to take the Dolphins by 3.
All right, next game is the Jets at New England. This is another first place battle for the division. The Jets won the first one 28-14. But Tom Brady has won 28 straight home games or something like that. I think the key to this game will be who can ever stop it. If the Patriots can stop the Jets from running the football. Patriots have been had problems stopping the run the time this year. I think that's the key. If they can get the Jets to get Sanchez throwing a little bit more, I think they can find a way to win. But I got a feeling they're not going to be able to do that. I went with the Jets. I think the Jets get the Patriots number right now. I think they actually end this home winning streak. And it was funny, the last team they lost to at home was the Jets as well. So I got the Jets about 3.
Yeah, I like the Jets too. I just think they're the better team. Definitely, they pound the Jets. I mean, the New England's been weak against the run this year. And the Jets need to exploit that. Maybe run the ball with Sean Green a little more.
Well, actually, they have.
The bigger back.
Actually, lately they've been balancing the load a little bit more, having Sean Green run a little bit more, and they haven't been running LT as much as they did in the beginning of the season, which is why I'm gonna go against the grain and pick the Patriots at home. Probably by like 7.
So you think them running the Sean Green more is a negative thing?
I think it's probably a good thing.
In a way, I think
he does see the fumble. Like,
he puts the ball on the ground a little bit more than LT, and then it's like the Patriots have been getting better. Like their defense has been getting a little bit better. They're still not quite there, but they've been making some strides throughout the season.
They're rebuilding. They're 9-2 and they're rebuilding.
Yeah,
That's what's crazy.
and so I think the hoodie's gonna. I think he'll be ready. I think he'll be ready for this game. Brady will do his usual thing, and
they'll get Fitzgerald next year when they're free agent.
Yeah, it'll be a close game. I think Patriots by 3.
You know that's where he's going. He's an unrestricted free agent after this. They can't franchise him.
I can see that too. Yeah.
And plus, they got two picks in the first round, 2 picks in the second round, 2 picks in the third round.
You heard it here.
So they might get Fitzgerald and your boy Julio Jones or
They might, yeah, because
or AJ Green.
they're gonna do something. I mean, I think they'll probably win the Super Bowl next year with all that talent that they'll have.
All right, the final game is Atlanta at Tampa. Oh, that's not the final one. But next one is Atlanta at Tampa. This is another, big battle in the NFC South. Can the Buccaneers finally get that first win against the winning opponent? The first time they played the Buccaneers, played them pretty straight up, and LeGarrette Brent pretty much made a wicked mistake on that goal line. So they just run the guy over. You got to go around him, and and that's things he'll learn in time. But I still think the Falcons get a better team. I think the Buccaneers are starting to get exposed now.
Garrett Blount should just punch one of the defenders out like he did in the bowl game.
But I got the Falcons by 3. What you guys got?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons by 3. Matt Ryan, of course he's not as good as he is at home, but I think this season he's starting to. I think this season he's gonna show that he can at least be talked about in the conversation as far as like with elite quarterbacks. So I pick Atlanta by 7.
You got Sean?
Yeah, I like Atlanta. It'll be a close game. Tampa Bay always makes their games close. They've been competitive, just like the Browns. They just had a little more luck. But I like Atlanta in this game by I'll take them by 6.
All right. Those are the top games. There's some other games that kind of are intriguing. Houston at Philly Thursday night is an intriguing game, but I don't think the Texans are gonna have much chance there. Another intriguing game is Jacksonville, Tennessee. Especially if Kerry Collins comes back, that should be a good matchup. And then San Diego at Oakland. Oakland at San Diego is another one. Oakland, they lost 2 in a row though, but they're still.
Oakland's done.
They're still in the hunt though. I mean, anything can happen.
Psychologically done.
Yeah, especially the way this season is going, anything can happen.
Oakland is done.
I guess real quick, I guess what we can do real quick is I want to do this a little bit more detail next week. We're gonna next week I want to do playoffs, predictions, kind of seeing who, looking at the schedules for each team that's in the playoff hunt, seeing who's gonna actually make it, who's not gonna make it. But we'll do a quick overview real quick. Just looking at the AFC East right now, it's a 2-man race between, of course, the Jets and the Patriots. Who you guys think will eventually come up winning this division?
Jets, they got the best team in the East.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I can see the Jets winning it.
I mean, we can go do this based without looking at the schedules. But next week we'll look at the schedules. AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
Baltimore.
Cincinnati. No, I like Baltimore.
Cincinnati would win if we were doing
best shows.
Yeah, best shows. Yeah, reality shows. Yeah, I agree. I go with Baltimore there too. AFC South, Indianapolis is a 1 game. Indianapolis and Jacksonville are tied. Houston and Tennessee are both 1 game back.
I'm gonna actually take Houston. I mean, at first we were saying they could do it. Then we said they couldn't do it. Now I'm gonna say again. I'm gonna go with Houston. I think they're the epitome of inconsistency, and this division is the epitome of inconsistency. So
I still got to take the Colts. I mean, they're
defending
champions.
They're down, but they still. Even with them down, I still see them being able to beat the rest of the teams in the division.
I don't see it.
I don't see them winning the playoffs, but I see them.
I think it's over for them. I mean, I ain't saying over, but it's like.
Well, it is some good news. They may, I don't know if it's that good or not. They actually think they may get Bob Sanders back before.
So he can get hurt again next year?
Yeah, basically.
For what? Like, just stay out for the season.
Offense just needs to get healthier.
Put people's hopes up again.
AFC West, who's going to win that? Kansas City has a stronghold on it right now. San Diego's a game back.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget about Kansas City.
Kansas City's actually they've impressed me the last few weeks. But I'm still going with as hot as San Diego. San Diego's red hot.
Yeah, and they always seem to play better this time of year too.
Yeah, so
And they got Kansas City at home.
And they've never lost in December like the last few years.
They haven't lost. I think they only lost one game in November the last few years too.
Yeah.
I gotta go with San Diego.
Yeah, I'm going with San Diego too.
Yeah, SD as well.
All right. NFC East. Philadelphia's in first. No, Philadelphia's a game ahead of the Giants, I think. Or they tied now.
They're both tied now.
All right. Even though Philly lost last week, they still played pretty well, I thought. And then
They're playing Houston this week.
yeah,
The
and
worst,
Giants,
the worst
Pass defense.
pass defense.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I gotta go with Philly.
Is it at Houston or is it?
Well, we can talk about division.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I gotta go with just off. I
Between
think that'd
Philly
be
and
the
the
game.
Giants.
I think that'd be the game that put them ahead. I take Philly to win the division.
Still. I mean.
That's when I gotta look at the schedule on that one.
I mean, I think that. I think the Giants are more balanced, but they seem that they've been so inconsistent this year too, though.
Yeah.
But I just don't. I just don't trust Philadelphia.
Can't trust none of them.
I don't trust their defense, especially.
Yeah, especially
Well, yeah,
against
you
the
can't-
run.
Yeah, I agree. That's when you have to look at the schedule. Philly Giants.
I'm gonna just
We can
say.
get deeper in that next week.
I'm gonna just say Philly just off GP. I mean, at least for now. I'm gonna roll with Philadelphia, but that's subject to change.
All right, NFC North. Bears have a one game lead over the Packers now.
I'm definitely picking the Bears to win this. I think they've been the most consistent.
Yeah, as much as I've doubted them, I gotta go with the Bears.
Yeah, same here.
Like I mentioned before, Lovie Smith is on the hot seat. So
NFC South. Atlanta,
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
New Orleans, and Tampa are still in it.
Well, you know,
And New Orleans is starting to play like they did last year.
Only a game back.
And they get the Falcons, I think, at home. What was that game with? I don't remember, but I know they get the Falcons one more time.
right.
Yeah,
I'm still going Atlanta. I picked Atlanta to win the division. We get the season. If you remember, I had them having the best record too. I also had them losing in the first round, or second round, because they get the first round bye. But 'cause I said looking at their schedule, I thought they'd have a good record, but I didn't think they would be that good. And I still feel that way.
I'm probably gonna go with Atlanta for right now.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go with them Saints. I think
Yeah,
if they got that magic going again, I think it'll carry them back, to another Super Bowl title.
All right, then the NFC West, everybody's still off, except the Cardinals. St. Louis and Seattle tie right now. San Fran's one game back. I think St. Louis won the tiebreaker, so St. Louis technically in first because they beat Seattle. Who's gonna come on this one?
You know what?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You go ahead.
I got St. Louis. I guess they've been most consistent all year. And if you look at quarterback and running back, they have the best quarterback and the best running back in the division. And I think that especially that road win they had last week in Denver, shows something. Denver's still a tough place to play, even though the Broncos aren't that good, but it's still a tough place to play, and they're able to win one on the road. So I like St. Louis.
I'm still trying to figure out why they didn't sign Troy Smith, especially with having a Beanie Wells in the backfield. They probably would have played better, with Troy Smith in there. And considering who they had at quarterback, Derek Anderson, but I'm picking the Cardinals. I think Kurt Warner's gonna come out of retirement, come back in for the last few games,
Don't get Derek's hopes up.
and win the division. They'll win the division. They go 7-9.
You picked who?
The Cardinals. They're gonna re-sign Kurt Warner. He's gonna come out of retirement.
All right. Anyway,
Who you got, Lawrence?
of course, you already know who I'm going with. 3 of the last 5 games
Golden State.
are against NFC West. We got Seattle, got some payback to give them. Got St. Louis. They'll be a lot tougher, but we could beat them. Of course, we got Arizona for our last game. So if we need to have that game, we could get that game. Then we got Green Bay this week, and San Diego. I can see us losing to San Diego, but I can see us beating everybody else.
I'm gonna just pick Seattle just to be different.
All right. Well, those are our predictions for playoffs.